Good day, Annabella. Let me just comment first about the fact that this is not a video like the last time. I actually do not own my own webcam. I was actually borrowing a friend's webcam because I was doing a project with him. The link to which I'll put in the doobly-doo. It's another video project that I think you all would have some fun with. But I still want to continue with this, and I had some insight earlier today that I wanted to share with some folks, and I want to get right to it. I'm here to talk about being open and about getting closure. They sound like opposites, right? Bad news, folks. There are no opposites. Permission to use the tongue to ching like a Bible. In verse 14 it says, what rises up appears bright, what settles down appears dark. Yet there's neither darkness nor light, just an unbroken dance of shadows. If you're familiar with the Tao, just a little, or at least the yin-yang symbol that most people are familiar with, you'd notice that this is part of the essence of the Tao itself. The Taiji too, the same symbol, is made of a sunny and a shadowy side, both with a little of each other in themselves. And even after that, the symbol truly keeps spinning and spinning, bringing bright and dark together so that they can reveal the truth of the entire universe. What does that mean here? It means that things like hard and soft, masculine and feminine, open and closed, are all parts of the mysteries of the universe, and that you can understand them. A lot of folks have issues with these two extremes, whether it's being open about a new opportunity and leaving that door open until you're ready to choose, or if you need to make a decision so that things start happening in your life, or so you can stop yourself or those closest to you from suffering. I want to suggest a new way of looking at it, so folks who might have a couple of concerns could probably get some ease. There's a video that recently popped up on Facebook by comedian John Cleese about the 5 factors to make yourself more creative. In the video, he mentions the open and closed mode of thinking. He says that those who can generate an open mode are more likely to be more creative with problem solving and inventive with new ideas, but also says that the closed mode is how we usually operate in life. He says nothing's wrong with that. If you need to make a decision, make it and stick it to the end. But be willing to play with the idea as you bring it to realization. Be open to it changing, to the circumstance, but also make sure to firmly execute it. And also, commit to giving yourself time to be open. Close yourself in the attempt to give yourself the factors to being open. I'm clearly rambling, but the important thing is that these two ideas are not divorced from each other. You need to commit to an idea, but still be open to the new ideas to make it better. You also need to give yourself time with new changes and new challenges. Open up your mind and think things through, but you need to commit to doing that and giving yourself and your ideas room to breathe. An unbroken dance of openness and closeness. The challenge that we have with harnessing both of these powers, or in honesty this one power, is our own anxiety. The body knows that it will have a good or bad experience based on its actions. So, some folks are always rash, anxious, in the closed mode, making decisions as soon as a problem arises and a solution is present, because they fear that eventually the chance for solutions will be gone. There are also avoidant folks who are constantly open, never really taking decisions because they fear they'll make the wrong one. Now they're both onto something. One shouldn't let a problem creep up and get bigger, and should always act when they can. But they've got to have an answer first, and staying open to the answer coming and being able to pick it up and commit to it when it does is important. Nothing's wrong with taking time with a problem and making sure that you have an answer. But is that what you're doing? Or are you being open to the problem just going away instead of giving yourself closure? Yep, a problem remains open until it's closed, and a situation continues until you conclude it. You've got to act. And that's not hard. In fact, you've got one of the tools. Taking time to find the answer or letting it come to you. And for the anxious types, it's great that you're willing and able to act. Now, all you have to do is be patient and get the true answers you need. Remember, both things, like all things, marry together. You can't be truly open to new ideas if you're not open to doing something. And if you're too close to looking at the problem for a while, chances are you haven't actually brought closure to the situation. The trick is, what makes you anxious? Don't ever be too worried about a situation getting out of hand that it robs you of your time to look and listen from all angles. And don't be so threatened by what you see and hear that it robs you of your chance to act. Blessings and peace, Annabella.